Thank you very much for the invitation, and thank you also for giving me the opportunity to present this project. First of all, I will give some elements of context. This project is part of the National Plan for Open Science in France. We already heard about it before. The National Plan for Open Science defines the French policy about open science. The first plan was published in 2018, and it focused on publications and data mainly. But the second one in 2021 includes, for the first time, software at the same level as publication and data. So this second plan includes several actions to promote open source software in research. One of the main actions was the creation of the Software and Source Code College in the French Open Science Committee, which was created in 2022. So one of the measures of the national plan, of this second national plan, is to build a catalogue of software resulting from research. Several goals for this catalogue. The first one is to increase visibility of research software, to see software as a research product in the same levels as publication and data. But it's also to be able to have a centralized and permanent access to this software. Of course, there are also goals of efficiency. We have to reduce the duplication of effort by reusing tools already developed. We also are very interested in metrics because we want to evaluate impact of software. So we have to have metrics at different level, laboratory level, university, or academic research organization, or even at the national level. And we also, this catalog will also facilitate collaboration between researchers and research software engineers in order to share, contribute to, and build upon existing softwares. We had in 2023 a quantitative survey where we identified more than 1,300 softwares developed in research labs. And well, it's a good starting point for the catalogue. A first work was to make a global state-of-the-art about existing catalogue infrastructure, metadata schemes, support and guidance structures, and also, and not least, expectations of research communities. And from that, we identified key points for the catalogue. The first one, and certainly the most important one, is to address the needs and expectations of research communities. We also want to build on existing resources. We have to ensure the quality of data and metadata. We also want to integrate the catalog and these new tools and new services into the researchers' ecosystem. So we have to make choices known to scientists. And we do not want any re-entry, so we have to imagine automate flows and processes as much as possible. So we have chosen, for the main database, we have chosen HAL, which is the French National Open Archive. And that for three main reasons. The first one is that metadata are moderated, so this ensures a minimal quality and link also to authors and structures referentials. The second reason is that since 2018, HAL and Software Heritage work together, and there exists a consolidated link between those infrastructures. And the third one is that HAL is a well-known tool for researchers and even young researchers, which is very important. From HAL, we have this link to Software Heritage, and then we can get further additional information for the catalog. And for the portal, we have chosen an existing open source tool, which was developed by DINUM, which is the French Interministerial Digital Direction, and that we adapt to the needs of research. So where we are going? So the first stage is the national approach, and which is this stage is in progress. So next stage, we want to go further and we want to harvest other sources, not only HAL, but we think to Zenodo or other research software catalog, for example. We also want to study the connection to the software workflow, which was just presented just before. In order to create new entries or to add data to entries in the catalog with link to publication, for example. And the same idea, we want to enrich entries and make recommendation by harvesting other resources like publication, data, repositories, but also by analyzing other resources. We think about publication, so mining full text of publication, but also code repositories file, like source code, documentation, things like that. We finally want to imagine and build connection between machine actionable DMP or machine actionable SMP, software management plan, infrastructure, automatic code meta file generators, and the catalog. And for those who don't know Code Meta, the Code Meta project is an initiative to make a standardized metadata scheme for software. So we have a generic tool, and we want to connect to other repositories, multiple sources, to have new entries and to enrich our entries. The last important point is how to organize support about the catalog. First of all, it is very, very important to involve research communities in the building of the catalog by informing, but also by requesting feedback. And we also have to think about the support of research communities in a global way. So we have to develop support for the development of code, providing infrastructure like software forges, notebook server, or runners for continuous integration. We have to also promote best practices as version control, testing, documentation. And for that, we have to organize training, teaching for researchers and students. And we need also to support communities about referencing and archiving their software. And we also have to work with the moderation teams in order to go from moderation closer to curation, in order to have more quality in the data. And how to do that? So we think about support which is local, which is close proximity from the researchers, with complementary skills from technical to legal to open science. We can draw inspiration of what it is done on data in France via Recherche Data Gouv, the Recherche Data ecosystem, which organize that for data at a local level. And we can think about developing academic open source program office, which do not yet exist in France. So why not try to organize this support with this sort of structures? Thank you very much for your attention.